های برعکس به کانال گریفین خوش اومدین. این بار چند تا ویدیو ترسناک براتون دارم، بریم ببینیم.
Coffin. One end of the string was attached to the corpse's finger, and the other end to a bell suspended above the grave. This would allow the interred person to ring the bell if they woke up in their own grave, alerting nearby people that they were still alive. The following footage featured on the Daily Mail's website seems to prove a fear of premature burial is perfectly justified even today. The video shows terrifying footage of a burial service in Indonesia. In the short clip, a group of mourners stands around an open grave. Down in the dirt, the body's being interred in a casket fitted with a glass panel, allowing mourners to see inside. At a telling moment in the service, the priest recites a passage from the Bible reading, "I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, he will live, though he is dead." As he speaks these words, a hand seems to reach towards the glass panel from inside the coffin. A moment later, the hand appears to wave at the mourners standing beside the grave. Some viewers believe that the movement was most likely caused by a rodent trapped inside the coffin. Others have cited scientific evidence of corpses moving after death because of post-mortem muscle spasms. However, other viewers insist that the movement of the hand looked far too deliberate to be attributed to a spasm. Could this terrifying footage be documentation of a modern-day premature burial? People are working and attending school online these days, but meetings and classes don't usually yield scary videos. At least that's what Twitter user Freddie Giza thought. The teacher claimed to be alone in his recently purchased home in Mexico while teaching the class. Yet the students attending seem to think that something else was present that day. The teacher is presenting against a blank wall with a doorway just behind his left shoulder. It's this doorway that becomes the center of attention when a pale face seems to peek into the room. The entity appears to be a pale young woman with dark hair. The teacher glances over his shoulder several times but is unable to see the creepy entity. At one point, he closes the door to end the distraction that the strange entity is causing. Towards the end of the video, he moves the camera around the house to show that he's alone except for his dog. Some of the students who watched the video think it was staged, but others are certain that it was a real ghost attending class that day. What do you think that strange face is? An accomplice, a real ghost, or something else entirely? Love to get your thoughts on this one in the comment section below.
اگه فهم کنید درسته یا غلط حتما کامنت بذارید.
Abandoned hospitals and other places where the sick and dying meet their ends are popular locations for scary videos. In this exploration by YouTubers Finders Beaters History Seekers, they visit a former care home. According to the stories about the place, it would seem the elderly residents who lived at the facility had a difficult time during their residence there. The facility was reportedly shut.
این یوتیوب که چی کارا نمیکنه، طرف رفته این خونه قدیمی مثل مثلا روحی که داره یا نه. اصلا همین الان میگم اگه این ویدیو 100 تا لایک بخوره منم یه جایی میشناسم میگن که مثلا جن داره یا روح، میریم ببینیم فیلم میگیرم براتون. فقط لایک کنید.
accusations of abuse, neglect, and deplorable living conditions. Given the history of the building, it's unsurprising that numerous ghost hunters have found their way to this building. Investigators take their time moving through the building, examining the rundown state of the place, a perfect setting for a ghost hunt.
من انگلیسی زیاد خوب نیست بسام، ولی خب میفهمیش خودتون یه چیز خاصی نمیگه که همین که ببینی اصلا روحی چیزی هست یا نه. این مهمه.
At one point, they find a logbook containing complaints issued by visitors who were horrified by the conditions their relatives were living in.
He looked suitable to enter the building, on account of him having a wild expression in his eyes. How can psychopath living?
As they head to the second floor of the building, the investigators are surprised by an unexpected visitor, a shadow figure walking across the top of the stairs.
So, but yeah, you see it goes up again. Hey, wait up. Hello?
یه چیزی بالا بود.
It only appears for a second before disappearing into the shadows.
یک سایه اون بالا.
But then, when the men reach the floor where the shadow vanished, they discover that there's nothing but a wall. This indicates that nothing corporeal could have caused the mysterious shadow.
That way, and there's no way you can go.
If you slow the footage down, you can indeed see a solid shape moving at the top of the stairs.
اون جایی
Could
که
a
روح
former resident
را
be
سایه
lingering in the
میره
place where they
دری
met
نبود.
their end? Or is it just a homeless person evading detection? Love to get your opinions on this one in the comments section below.
توقع داره مثلا من بگه سلام.
TikToker Noah.vq captured this video as a security guard on an empty floor of a hospital. He wasn't expecting to see anything while on the
یک سایه داخل بیماران.
However, this eerie piece of footage seems
همین
to show
یاد داره.
a creepy shadow figure hanging out in one of the empty rooms. This security guard was working the night shift when he thought he heard some strange noises. The hospital where he works is fairly empty. The floor that he was assigned to was totally deserted. If he was completely alone on the floor, it makes sense that he would feel uneasy hearing unexplained sounds. He quickly takes out his camera to hopefully capture evidence of his mysterious visitor. He walks down the hallway, slowly peering into each room that he passes.
یه چیزی بود.
Unfortunately, one of the rooms doesn't look as empty as the others.
دقیقا اینجا. چیزی واسطه.
As he passes the room in question, the camera captures a shadow that appears to be looking out the window.
پشت صندلی.
At first, the security guard continues down the hall. When his brain has had time to process what he saw, he slowly returns to the room for another peek. By the time he returns, the shadow is gone. Some people who have seen the video believe it was most likely a hoax with an all-too-human accomplice. However, several security guards have spoken up, insisting that guards rarely get company on their shifts. Others are certain that the footage captured a real shadow creature, a specific type of spirit that works in the shadows, tricking witnesses into questioning their own perceptions of reality. Some hypothesize that this is the spirit of someone who died in this very room. Regardless of who the spirit is, its appearance in the video is downright terrifying. Posted to the 444 page on Facebook, this video was by the owner of the page herself, Shannon. Shannon explains that the show features her own sister, Robin Pagan, her sister friend Katie, as the two were playing a drinking game.
دارن چالش انجام میدن. لباسش تکه قانون لیوان خوش تکن. البته اینجور چیزا ساختنش همچین سخت نیست. اگه فهم کنید درسته یا اگه فهم کنید غلطه حتما بنویسید تو کامنت ها بنویسید. تربه تکن کنم همیشه چه بسا از دستی دارم یه فیلم میگیرن. دوربینم چیز شد تکون خورد. یعنی بعداً دیده که مثلا همچین اتفاق افتاده.
With this myriad of odd activities all in a row, one has to wonder just how safe the two would feel while staying in that home. A TikTok user named Betsy69 shares one of the most TikTok ghost videos of all time. This is actually a series of videos documenting some strange activity. Let's dive into what can only be described as a front yard haunting saga. TikTok user BetsAnAngel69 begins with a video showing what appears to be a figure pacing back and forth in a grassy wooded patch of land that's across the street from her house. Get an update.
انقدر کیفیت پایینی اصلا نمیشه تشخیص داد. یک چیز سیاهی رد شد ولی خب شاید آدم
The next day, the ghost figure is still pacing. However, this time we can see an outline of a figure much more clearly. According to the uploader, whoever or whatever is out there had been walking back and forth non-stop.
You see it? It just walks back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
یک سر پوستنم میره میاد.
The woman sharing the video skips ahead to the 5th day of the strange activity. We get some interesting information regarding the sighting in this video. It turns out that the patch of land where the figure can be spotted is actually adjacent to a church building that is located directly across the street from the uploader's house.
That I was explaining.
Again, the creepy shadow figure can be seen pacing back and forth.
Figure? It just walks back and forth every day, all day.
The update we get from the 5th video is that the figure continues to pace back and forth daily. We also learn that Betson Angel 69 has actually walked over to the area where the figure can be seen pacing, trying to confront it. However, she claims that the figure disappears once you get close to the area.
اگه اشتباه نکنم میگه چند روز فکر کنم رفته و ساعت 9:30 این شب هر یا هر سایه میبینه.
Promises to record herself making the trek over there in the next video. So what happens? This after dark footage shows the uploader's dog acting up, barking and howling toward the area where the figure paces. The dog is very clearly agitated. In the next video, Betson Angel 69 actually takes us on a walk over to the grassy area, where a strange figure can be seen pacing. Unfortunately, this proves to be one of the more anticlimactic videos. That's because Betson Angel 69 gets scared before deciding to return to her house. However, she does point out that you can still see the figure pacing.
این همون چه قبلی بود که اون خانم فیلم گرفته بود؟ یعنی هم اون طرفی که با سگش رفته بود دیده و این هم باز یک ویدیو دیگه، یعنی چند روز.
Things get a little more dramatic after that. The TikTok user shares a few videos where she simply explains her decision to upload videos of the shadow figure to get feedback from friends and family regarding what's going on. She also shares that she initially thought the pacing figure might be a person with a mental illness. However, she eventually began to wonder if something more sinister could be taking place after the figure paced for hours, days and weeks at a time.
Hours and hours and days, day or night. That's a long time.
She also shares that her husband has agreed to walk over to investigate the situation with her. And that's precisely what we see in the next set of videos. The two decide to walk over to investigate the pacing figure once and for all. However, they get a scare they weren't quite anticipating. They're scared off by a horrifying sound that clearly didn't come from the source. They make the very smart decision to run away. However, this saga is far from over. We then see a video of a cop car parked in the parking lot of the church. The TikTok user claims that the police are investigating the situation because they're aware that something is going on. However, she declines to show footage of the cops walking over to the area to protect their privacy. For skeptics, this does open up the possibility that the police car was merely parked in the lot for a completely unrelated reason. That's exactly why Betson Angel 69 posted another video addressing common questions and doubts. First, Betson Angel 69 answers some questions she had received about what she might be hiding. Some internet users claim that she's blocking those who cast doubt on her experiences. However, her rebuttal is that she's been forced to block some users who have posted her address online. She even claims that Google Maps that highlight the specific location of her home have been posted online.
The few people that I've had to block, they posted my address on social media. Somebody pulled up a Google map of my home.
She does invite people who are already familiar with the area to investigate on their own if they already know where the church is located. In fact, she encourages people to visit the church to try and figure out exactly what's going on. Her only issue is that she doesn't want her address posted publicly. That seems like a reasonable enough justification for deleting some of the comments. So does Betson Angel think what she is seeing is a ghost or a human? She reveals she has no clue about what the figure could be. However, she shares her personal opinion that the family members of whoever the person is need to intervene. That's if it is indeed a human. She's concerned that the person pacing back and forth has been doing so for more than a month without apparently changing clothes or eating. She does think it's possible that it's a homeless person who has taken up residence in the church parking lot. However, the fact that the pacing figure doesn't appear to take breaks to eat, sleep or use the bathroom causes her to wonder. The saga still isn't over. We get yet another video update from Betson Angel 69. This time she's sharing a terrifying experience from the night before. The creepiness started when her dog went crazy at about 11 p.m. However, the family went to bed after not being able to hear or see anything out in the yard that could be causing the dog to act up. A peaceful night was not in store. The family was jolted awake somewhere between the hours of 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. by the sound of a man screaming. This is where we learn that they actually have security cameras in place around their property. The footage shows a very still, calm night with no intruders in sight.
Just screaming.
However, there is something very odd on the screen that would have been captured at around 2 a.m. A mist appears on the screen.
You'll see that. What is that?
Bets and Angel 69 claims it's the exact moment she and her family heard the screaming.
What is that? It's like... And I know it's this moment that it happens because in about a second...
Unfortunately, that's about as far as the saga goes for now. We can only assume that the shadow figure is still out there pacing. Apparently the family is setting up a YouTube channel to document the case more thoroughly, so it's worth keeping an eye out for that. Of course, Bets and Angel 69 can only hope that whoever or whatever is keeping watch from across the street doesn't get bold enough to come so close ever again.
خیلی ممنون که تماشا کردید. اگر از ویدیو خوشت اومد لایک کنید و اگه دوست دارید که بیشتر از این ویدیوها براتون بذارم کامنت بذارید. سابسکرایب فراموش نشه. خدافظ.